the Agile testing quadrant tells us what needs to be tested when. So that helps you identify your testing, identify, plan, and execute your tests as the development goes on. So let's start looking at it. The first one, Q1 and Q2, are for supporting the team. That's the development team and the testing team. Q2 and Q3 are the business-facing ones, where you need to make sure you have enough business knowledge to test the product. The third one is between Q2 and Q3 and Q4 is the critic product, which is basically you're evaluating your product. You're getting the feedback for your product. And the fourth one is technology facing. That's how your product is designed and what technology does it use in your company. So the first one, Q1, it's basically what I call it as a story level or a task level testing. So you have unit tests, component tests, contract tests, generally written by the developers. Everything is automated. You have the developers writing the tests, and they generally use the same tool that they're using for the development. So these tests basically are continuous feedback to your developers, and because they run instantly, they improve the design of the system as a whole. If you cannot cope up with the activities of this quadrant, then it becomes difficult to manage the activities of the other quadrants. So if your developers are not writing these tests, make sure you force them to write it. The next one is the functional testing, integration testing, and prototype testing. This is what I call as the feature level testing. So you have enough business knowledge to run these tests, and the behavior driven test management tools like Cucumber work the best in these cases. So these could be automated or manual. The next one is the exploratory testing, which is basically manual testing that happens after the system is ready. So these are like system level tests. So you have usability testing, user acceptance testing, alpha beta testing. And most of the times, the people who do these tests are the external clients or your customers, and they're continuously giving you feedback. It could happen with the demo. It could happen with the actual customer giving the feedback that you are reviewing your product and re-evaluating it at every step. So these are manual tests, and the Q4 is the performance, the non-functional testing basically around your system. Again, these happen at a system level. So these are performance tests, load tests, security tests, and ELT tests. That's compatibility, reliability, maintainability. So all these tests come in the non-functional category. So the tests which are in Q1 and Q2, these are the preventive tests. So those are actually, they identify the issues even before it's added in the system. And this side is basically for detective test, they call it. That is, after it's released, you're detecting the tests. So the goal of all of these quadrants is to make sure you're delivering the best quality product to your customer. So that's the book. That is, the idea is from this book, and this was introduced in 2003, and then later worked upon in 2008. So it's still pretty old.